Good evening on this full moon eve. Basically, I'm here at the JW Marriott Frankfurt, which actually has gone above and beyond my expectations. Just admire this sunset, because before we get into it, we need a fit check, a robe review, and then a room review of wherever I am in the world. And I'm losing my voice, so I sound like a 50-year-old chain smoker. But this is a beautiful little Frankfurt sunset that we have here. It's kind of past, but this is really cute. You don't get buildings that look like this in Berlin or really anywhere else in Germany that I've been. So I'm into it. If the bathroom lights weren't on, you'd be able to see it quite a bit better, but I'm not going to go turn those off right now. You can in fact see the bathroom back there and my face wash and Olaplex that erupted everywhere. And we have this little side area too. During the day, the side is cuter because you can see a little street and a church and everything going on. But yeah, this is they upgraded me to a corner suite basically. So when you walk in and there's a little hallway. There's a mirror here. There is a seating area over here that's kind of messy right now because I've been laying on it. Some decent art for this suitcase, closet. Then in the middle, it's a desk and chair situation. There's a TV there, and then the bed is over here, and the bathroom is in the corner, and you can close it with the sliding doors. But this is a really, really nice setup. I mean, JW Marriott is one of their top, I feel like a fucking Marriott spokesperson. I'm not. I'm just addicted to points, and you guys know that. But their top tier is St. Regis, Ritz, Westin, and JW Marriott, I'm pretty sure. JW Marriott might be the tier below. Actually, it might be 4-star, not 5-star. But anyway, this is it's always a corporate hotel. This is not a trendy boutique hotel, but I prefer the corporate hotels that have the amenities. They have the room service, they have the gym, the spa, etc. And the spa here is nice. I walked in, there was a nice steam and sauna. I didn't get to go there because it's late. It's all 9:30 here. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this little room tour before we talk about the full moon tonight, because you bitch is not going to sleep at all. This full moon is conjunct Saturn, and if we describe breaking it down part by part, if I can set up my camera somewhere to do this decently, Saturn is a planet of restriction, challenge, sobriety, and getting real with shit. You don't fuck around with Saturn, so if Saturn is conjunct a full moon, then the revealing, the dramatic nature of bringing full light to something will be sobering and will be serious. Full moons are always revelation times of letting things be seen, coming to light, coming to acknowledgement. There are endings, but not always endings with a chapter ending, more of oh, the mystery is revealed. This time of building up has come to a high point, and now everything is being, let go and let off. So with a full moon conjunct Saturn, it is a revelation of extremely serious, extremely sober energy. I prefer sober to the negative or punishment aspects of Saturn, unless there's punishment indicated in other areas. Mars Saturn is going to be punishment generally, but Saturn on its own is not negative per se, or it's negative, it's decreasing, it's taking something away, but it's not unwanted. Saturn is support. It's not a bad thing that this is conjunct Saturn. It just definitely is sobering, and it shows that the awareness, the coming to light, the revelation, the clarity, what is being revealed as truth right now is sobering and is very, you're reaping what you sow. I'll give you an example, because this has already happened for me within the last 24 hours, basically, as soon as the moon entered Aquarius. This is in my second house of finances and income, and the sun is right now on my Venus Mercury in my 8th house of investing and trading. So I have been in the middle of a really, really intense raise for my company. A lot of my travel has been around wanting to meet in person my investors. I think that's important. Being out at 3 a.m. at a club because I want to meet one person in particular that only really wants to meet me at that space and time, and that's when they're available. Weird shit like that, where it feels like I don't want to say this undercover life because I'm open about it, but I can't share this in a fucking vlog. I'm not going to carry around or have a team with me in these situations. That's just unprofessional. I've had people yell at me for this when I talk about them being an investor, and they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought everyone just wants to be told, whatever. I have been running around like a fucking crazy person for this, because with the market conditions, I want to have a ton of runway, and I've had a really successful raise, really successful. But a couple days ago, a day and a half ago, I had a really great call that, let's just say it went extremely well, and this is going to change a lot of things. And that full moon was disruptive because I did not think that it would go so well that it would get me to the point that I am now in this situation. But also it was very Saturn. Saturn rewards and punishes based on what effort you put in. And like, I've worked so hard at this and I love it. Like, I love this shit. I love working hard. I'm Capricorn rising, Saturn ruled. This full moon has Saturn at 21 degrees, 22 degrees, and my lot of fortune in the second house is at 21, 22 degrees. It's at 21, the Saturn is at 22, but it's within a degree. So a lot of fortune shows fortunate events, and Saturn does show structure, reaping what you sow. Like with an investment, it means I have to deliver and I have to consult with these people for the terms of it, basically. So it's not like rainbows and butterflies. It's like I worked hard as fuck and I got this, and this is really sudden and revealing of everything I put in, and it's amazing. But for example, if I had slacked off, if I had not put the work in, it could have been that some of my investors were very upset with me or something like that, instead of like this situation coming about. So that is an example of what this full moon can indicate, is a very unstable disruption of reaping what you sow in your Aquarius part of your chart. And Uranus is in Taurus, it's conjunct Mars, it's on the North Node. So the chaos is aggressive and it is future oriented. That this is going to propel you into the future. This is not drawing you into the past. This is revealing something unstable but very serious that you have deserved. Deservedness is a myth. I mean deserved in an isolated sense of direct effort that you put into something or that you haven't, that then ends up being a bit aggressive and disruptive in the Taurus area of your chart. So for example, Uranus and Mars are in my 5th house of creativity. It has been my creativity with this project that has been so much effort and force and aggression that has led me to where I am. I don't think it has anything to do with dating. I was kind of sad because Venus is on my descendant and this is happening in my 5th house. I'm like, what is the drama? And then I'm like, there's nothing, Maren. Like you Saturn in the 5th, like there's nothing. If anything, the drama was just like, maybe did I see someone at the airport? No, I don't, that doesn't happen to me. No one's cute at the airport. Whatever. Whatever. The saga continues with Maren being himself also gonna get canceled again. Okay. So that's a little rundown about, I guess, using myself as an example of how the disruption isn't necessarily negative, but the disruption in your own chart is going to be a sober letting go or chapter high point in the Aquarius house in your chart, fueled by chaos and aggressive force in the Taurus part of your chart that brings in themes of stepping up to the plate in the Leo house. So the sun in the Leo house in your chart shows that you have to step up to the plate there and have knowledge that you're putting out into the world. Because with full moons, the moon represents the receptivity. You are receiving something, you are getting something in that part of your chart because you're taking action or being the man in the opposite part of your chart. It's like me, sun in my 8th house right now, 8th house being investing, finance, trading, me really, really focusing on that. And honestly, I haven't been sharing my trades as much because I've been like working on building this, which has taken looking at past trades and taking like building an algorithm and compiling data. That's been my focus. It's been like not necessarily the current market, honestly. So I haven't been as involved, but thankfully I'm okay. I'm very okay with a massive pay cut so I can build something that will be much more worthy than whatever. Like when I say I'm living off Marriott points, I mean like when this shit ends, it's done, which is fine. Like if I need to make a trade, I'll make a trade, but like I want to build this. I want to change the world. I don't care about stupid shit. Like I got the one Chanel bag I need my whole life. Phenomenal. Like I can't take this shit seriously. I almost died in Mykonos with the wind there, so I'll just let them spend all the money. And I need to re-dye my hair. If you have red hair, you know, literally the sun fades this shit. This is not washing fading. This is the sun. It's like bright red and then fades to copper. Like I didn't ask to be a fiery, like no, I want blood. I don't want fire. Well, whatever. So the full moon is a chaotic release in your Aquarius house fueled by a disruption and effort in your Taurus house. It is not bad, but we're not going to sleep tonight. I swear to fucking God. It goes exact at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, so you're not going to sleep for like 2 nights in my opinion, because the moon's already in Aquarius. So you're already feeling this most likely. But tomorrow night's also going to be, it goes exact at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. So that's that. So I thought I would get a quick video out about this full moon. For the world in general, I do expect disruptions, but not quite that. I wouldn't say it's in a negative sense because we already had the Mars-Uranus conjunction. It might be playing upon that. So I'd watch for like Pelosi, China, Taiwan, more around that, just if there's any developments. I would, of course, look at Biden's chart because this is gnarly opposing his Scorpio stellium, and it looks like his health is just not doing well right now. This is very close to activating, I know, Kamala Harris's fixed sign placements that could be, you know, more for her. That's behind the scenes likely. It's activating her 12th house of being behind the scenes, so we're not hearing about this. But that's what I would be watching in the world, and always with Aquarius. There can be an element of philanthropic or organizations that do something weird. I think some organizations with Saturn, it could be organizations paying a price for some financial foul play. If I look at actual charts and go through, but I'm tired, I want to get some food and go to bed here in Frankfurt. So gotta take care of the vessel so that the astrology can come in the future. But 10 minutes, okay, we did it. We can get multiple ads in here. Not that I care ever, because I'm demonetized and have the worst AdSense revenue like ever. It's funny because just advertisers don't want me cussing and talking about whatever the hell I talk about. Gonna stop rambling. Heal my voice. Tomorrow I have a first class flight on Lufthansa that I booked literally almost a year ago, and I had to keep moving it. So I booked a Lufthansa 747 first class flight. If you're an AF geek, like an aviation, I sound so stupid. If you're like an aviation geek as well, like you'll probably get it. I booked this a year ago. Like I paid for it. This is one of the only flights I've ever paid for that isn't miles nowadays. I paid that like $6,900, $7,000. I know. But I paid for it because this is a luxury experience, and I've always wanted to fly Lufthansa 747 first class in seat 1A. I kept changing my travel plans and not having it very convenient to fly to Frankfurt. And this route, I can't change the route. I can change Frankfurt to New York date. I cannot change where I'm flying. So I just had to keep moving it back. And finally, I am like, okay, I'm going from Athens. I need to go. I was in Mykonos, Athens. I need to fly through Frankfurt. Like, I just have to go through it. Like, it makes the most sense. So I'm finally getting able to take the flight that I booked like last October, but that I can now take, and I'm very excited. I'm in seat 1A. I'm very excited to vlog it. I'm gonna be like bougie bitch. It's at 1:30 tomorrow European time, so that'll be that. Anyway, I will see you all then, I guess. Upload this now and take care. Shit.